Hi guys, welcome back to another unboxing video, where today we're going to be checking out these three tarmac models. So let's jump straight into the video. So first off, we've got this HKS Toyota GR86 with a nice red and white paint scheme. Now, I don't show me unboxing the first two models as they are really a pain and I don't like to damage the boxes, so I did take my time unboxing it. Now, that is an issue that I have come across with tarmac models, is you do tend to often damage the boxes if you're not careful, which obviously isn't the best. Obviously they protect the cars, but when opening them you don't really want to damage the outer boxes. So moving on to the actual model, you can see it's really vibrant. You can see the white really stands out and it accents the car extremely well. See, the wheels spin really well, and you can also see it sits on rubber tyres. Also, the tail lights are extremely detailed, and so is the decals. You can see them so clearly and you can't see where they've been applied. Now, I have an issue with these models, not just tarmac but more of the higher end models in general. When they do the front grills or grills in general, they don't really put too much detail on them, but tarmac have done a fairly good job of getting it quite realistic on this model, as you can see. You can also see the Toyota badge clearly on the front of the model, and also nicely proportioned headlights as well. And to go along with that, the paint application is extremely well done. It's not laid on too thick, and like I say, you can see all of the body lines very well. There's no imperfections in it, and like I say, it's just really well done. You can see the GR86 badge on the back of the model as well, very clearly, and both the Toyota badges front and back. Now, the interior isn't too detailed, but it is your standard, what you'd expect on a Tarmac Works model, with you still being able to differentiate between the seat, the steering wheel, the centre console and the dashboard. So overall the detail is what you'd expect from, like I say, a Tarmac model. Overall, I think they've done this model extremely well on the proportion side and the actual finish in general. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But with that being said, now let's move on to the second model, which is this Land Rover Defender 90 by Tarmac, and it's the Lamley Group version. Now, I was super excited to get my hands on this model, as I am a big fan of the Lamley Group channel and just the Lamley Group in general, as they do a lot of unboxings on every single diecast, and just the whole channel in general is really good, so I highly recommend you checking them out. Now, I said at the start of the video I didn't show me unboxing the first and second model, but as you can see I have shown me unboxing the model, and if you did quite catch a glimpse, I had damaged the corner of the box opening it, and I was really gentle, so that just goes to show if you're not extremely careful you can even damage it the slightest little bit. But with that, you can see the detail of this model is absolutely exceptional. It's really well done and the finish is just 10 out of 10. They put a lot of thought and a lot of effort into this model. You can really see that. You can see it's got on the front and the rear the Lamley number plates, which are absolutely fantastic, and you can see the 90 decal on the front of the bonnet as well. Obviously they come on these nice steely rims, which as you can see spin perfectly. It's also got the Lamley Group logo on the back window. Now, it also comes with all the extras that you can usually buy as extras for a Land Rover Defender in real life, so that's a cool plus. But overall this model is just, like I say, really well done. Just the overall finish and the feel of it in your hand is just absolutely exceptional. I highly recommend this model. Just like I say, just look at the detail. It's even got the proper Land Rover wing mirrors and the really detailed headlights. You can see it's got the Land Rover also on the front bumper and Land Rover even on the spare wheel at the back. Another really cool feature on this model is that the two number plates are British number plates. Obviously Land Rover is British made, and I know Lamley is a UK company, so the fact that they've done British plates on a British car is a really nice touch, and obviously being from the UK I quickly noticed it, so I was definitely going to point it out. But now let's move on to the final car of the video, which is this Hks Hyper Silvia RS2 D1 Pro Drift Car in genki livery. Now, One thing I didn't point out is, as you can see on the models or on the boxes, the car is actually on the front, and when you do open the box you can see the full car laid out on the front of the box, which is a really cool little feature. But going back to the fact of damaging the boxes, you can see I was really careful when opening this one, as I didn't want to damage it like the Land Rover. But you can see where it does damage, and you can just easily rip the edge of the flap and it will just completely ruin the box, which in my opinion can be very easily avoided. Obviously you could just be extremely careful, but some people are just a little bit heavy-handed. With that being said, let's move on to the actual model itself, which you can see is really well done. You can see the livery is super vibrant and the decals are so clear, you can clearly read every single one, and just look how detailed them Advan Racing V2 rims are. They are so detailed and you would think they'd break easily, but they're really solid as well. As you can see, they spin really smooth. Now, I did mention the decals and how clear they are, and the application is just as good as the actual decals themselves. You can't see anywhere that they've been applied, and it just looks like one solid actual livery on the car itself, which absolutely incredible. Obviously on the actual box it said it does come with brake calipers, as you can see, but the model unfortunately doesn't. But I think that would have been quite a nice touch to add, as the blue calipers really offset the model on the box. But obviously you can't really have it all. As you can see, this model is really detailed though. Obviously the tail lights as well, very detailed. Unfortunately not as detailed as the Mini GT ones in the previous video. But moving back onto this, you can see the headlights are very similar, being a little bit squashed, but honestly again I think that is just the body kit that's doing that. Here you really see how well detailed and how vibrant the model is. You can clearly see all the decals even from afar, and you can really see how well the wheels are made. They look so realistic and they really complement the car, being obviously the different colours. And they've got this car really spot on and close to real life, obviously without the detailed interior. I'm going to wrap it up here guys. Thank you if you have made it this far into the video. I do much appreciate it. If you are new, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all next time.